Hi, I'm Scott Kinville, and welcome to the Small Town Life Podcast right here on the Studio 25 Podcast Network. We have got a great guest lined up for us today, but before I get to her, I want to get to our co-host, our producer, our man behind the microphone over there, Dave Takedown Warner. How are you, bud?
Takedown? What a takedown. Where did that come from?
Because it's in honor of our guest today. Oh. Takedown is a wrestling term.
I see.
So
she's going to wrestle me after this or what?
You know what? I would put all the money I have on her. Let's just put it that way.
You and me both.
So that notwithstanding, I am going to bring our guest in. Our guest today is the brand new head coach of the Utica University women's wrestling team, Miss Carmela Cancelmo. Carmela, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am fine. You know, thank you for coming down here, for starters, taking the trip down to see us, because a lot of our guests come in via video. You know, we do the StreamYard and all that, so it's always nice to have a guest right here in the studio.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So tell us about the process that you went through to get hired as the Utica women's head wrestling coach.
She wrestled the president.
Well, I saw the posting on their website, and I applied, not really thinking that they would actually want to interview me. And then about a month later, they decided to interview me. I came in for first it was a phone interview just to make sure I was good with like the recruiting aspect and everything with being a coach. And then probably about the same day, I think they were like, well, since you're local, do you want to just come on campus for the on-campus interview with the athletic director and everyone else, basically? So I think about a week later, they scheduled it, and then I did the interview. A couple days later, they called me for an offer, and after figuring out like different logistics in my personal life, I accepted the position.
That is awesome. And, you know, you have actually quite the extensive wrestling career. Many Little Falls fans here will know you from your days at Little Falls High School. Yeah. So tell us a little bit how you got into wrestling and the road to get to where you are.
So I got into wrestling. Well, I didn't really have an interest until about my sophomore, junior year. I was actually the scorekeeper first in my junior year. Then I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I kind of want to try this. And I already had like a interest in mixed martial arts, watching like UFC and everything like that. Mm-hmm. So I was like, sure, I'll try this. A big influence of mine was Ronda Rousey, Kat Zingano. I actually went to one of her clinics most recently, which is pretty cool.
Oh, no kidding. Where was that?
Down in Long Island at Matt Serra's gym. So that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Talk about stepping right up to the big time right off the bat.
Yeah. So, that's how I got into wrestling. I signed up for it my senior year. I had to go through fitness testing and all that because it was mixed competition. Mm-hmm. And then finally passed that. And unfortunately, it ended short because I ended up breaking my collarbone.
Ooh.
Halfway through the season.
Hey.
Yep. Oh. But I still watched practices and still went to tournaments and stuff like that to support the team. And then I ended up breaking it again and
good Lord.
This summer.
Same one?
Same one, same side, yeah.
I want to stay away from her now. I'm not going to wrestle her. I'm going to end up with a broken collarbone or something. My God.
Yeah, but if she ended up with a broken collarbone, I can't even imagine what you would end up broken with. So
well, yeah.
Let's avoid that, okay?
No, let's not do this.
Let's at least get through the show.
Yeah.
But, so it healed, obviously. So then I went off to college. I went to Marywood at first. I wanted to study nutrition dietetics. I went to BOCES my senior year of high school for visual communications. But then I ultimately decided to go with nutrition dietetics. Then COVID happened, and then I ended up transferring schools and switching my major to wrestle for East Stroudsburg University.
That's a great wrestling school.
So yeah, they're really, really top tier program. I'm really proud to have come from that. So, I was basically jumping into the deep end because
sure.
I did some club work during my Marywood year, but obviously that's nowhere near the caliber of a Division II wrestling program. I'm sure there are plenty of girls on that team that are probably like, yeah, she won't make it.
Yeah, right. And you proved them wrong.
Yeah, but it was. They accepted me on the team. I went to regionals that year, and then I was just always wanted to be the hardest worker in the room. I always wanted to be the toughest one there, and that's kind of where it got me.
Sure.
How I got here today.
Sure. How many seasons did you wrestle here in Little Falls?
Just half the season.
Just half the season?
Yeah.
But you know what? Still, though, the Little Falls wrestling program has really built itself up to be something really special. And you know what? You were only here half season, but you can still be considered one of the building blocks because of the way it's progressed. How does that feel to see the program go from what it was to what it is now?
I'm so proud of that program. I'm proud to come from that as well. It just kind of shows the resilience and drive that we all have as individuals and as a team. The boys really exploded this past season. Mm-hmm. They had lots of notable wins.
Sure.
And went out, I think they got first or second in the Section 3 duels, which was huge.
That was phenomenal.
Huge for them.
Yeah.
Yes. Especially coming from a
first class D crown. Yeah, it was
barely
awesome.
From a 6-person team back when I wrestled to
Sure.
what they have now. But for the girls, for the club side of it, we went from 2 girls, myself and Bryn.
Yeah.
And now we have 20 plus girls that come to our club program during the summer, and we want to keep building that program and building just girls wrestling in general. And because we accept everyone that wants to come. It's free. Doesn't matter the experience level. We just really want girls to learn the sport.
Sure.
What do you think attracts women to wrestling?
Probably the confidence builder, especially when I'm trying to, see if girls are interested. I always say, hey, it could boost your confidence. You can make friendships, learn a new sport. Because I feel like wrestling really does build that. You have so many life lessons from just this sport because it takes guts to get out there on the mat. It's just you and the other person. I feel like the life lessons you take from this sport they don't really match any other sport, to me at least. I'm a little biased, but
yeah, but still though, that's really what it's all about too.
Especially going through practices, managing your weight, it's just a lot even outside of the sport.
Yeah, absolutely. And you would talk, when you started off, there was a male-dominated sport, really. And now the female wrestling is really starting to take off. So what were some of the challenges perhaps that you faced as a female starting off with the male-dominated sport the way it was?
I feel like I felt like I had to prove myself tenfold to really be noticed and actually show that, hey, I'm dedicated here. I'm not just doing this because my crush is on the team,
The truth comes out.
Well, no, unfortunately, that was kind of the stigma.
Sure.
So many girls would be like, oh, is it because so-and-so's on the team? It's no.
You're not going to say so-and-so's name, are you?
No, but no, I was doing this for me. And back when I wrestled, it was just kind of unheard of. Oh, you wrestle? Oh, it's scary.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean though, right? Because it really was. We're obviously older, and back when we were in school and all that, you wouldn't have even heard of that.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't even think that we had a wrestling team in my school at all. I don't remember that. Everything else, but not wrestling.
Well, I'm from Mohawk, so Mohawk was huge in the wrestling.
Was it?
Very, very, a lot of talented wrestlers came out of Mohawk.
Oh, wow.
Really, the whole Mohawk Valley, because Ilion was very strong. Herkimer and Frankfurt put together good teams. So, wrestling does have a strong history here in the Mohawk Valley as it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what you've done, what Bryn has done is just such a boost to the sport, I think, because really the more people that you can bring in and the wider you can make your base, it's only going to help the sport.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, we talked about some of the challenges you faced. What are some of the things that you tell the young girl wrestlers that want to get like through the club and all that?
Yeah.
What's some of the advice you have for them?
Just, believe in yourself. Like, just keep, put in that hard work throughout the season, off season, and like, just have fun too. Like, as much as, you want to keep winning and everything like that and want to be like the best, you just, like, you have to have fun with it. If you're not having fun, it's just becomes like kind of like a chore.
You know what? That's great advice, because really that applies for anything in life.
Yeah.
You got to have fun with it, because, listen, everybody's got a job, right?
Yeah.
But if you're having fun with the job, that's what's going to make
Yeah.
something that's going to last a very long time. So,
Yeah.
that's...
for someone like brand new, trying, brand new, like, believe in yourself. Like, it's going to challenge you in like ways I don't think you would even think of. But like, and, don't be afraid to fail. Like, that's where like those lessons are going to be learned, especially, how you deal with things in your personal life, academically, on the mat. Like, it shows you how to persevere through difficult situations and just be resilient.
Derek Jeter once said that. And that's always struck me. Derek Jeter once said, once somebody had asked him, what's your biggest advice for anybody wanting to get into sports or whatever? He said, do not be afraid to fail, because there's always that chance that you have to take. And you know what? There's a lot to be said for that. So going with the Utica team, is this your first head coaching job?
Yes. Yeah, this is like, if I asked my 12th grade year self just stepping onto the mat, I don't think I would have said, yeah, you're crazy. This was going to happen. But, I'm really honored to be a head coach of this program. I'm excited to build this program. I'm hoping to keep a lot of girls local here and really make an impact in the wrestling community, women's wrestling, and just make a name for ourselves.
Yeah.
How many? I was just going to say, how many girls are in the program at Utica University?
I currently have 3.
Okay.
There's been lots of roster changes since the coaching staff has also changed. But I'm working on getting more like interest into the sport, going to the involvement fair. We have a table set up for that. And then I'm also like having people reach out to me about the program as well, because I also put things in like the daily email everyone gets as well. So I think once we get through this year, numbers wise, next year will be like
A lot better.
It'll be kind of like a 180, I want to say.
Yeah.
Right, because it's a very young program.
Yes.
So, obviously there's going to be a ton of room to build and to grow.
Yeah.
And, I'm going to give you a chance to plug it here. Going to get a chance to reach out and say, if you want to talk to Carmela about the Utica Wrestling
Yes.
program, how do you get a hold of her?
You can email me. My email is on the Utica staff directory.
Yeah, but they're not going to be able to spell your name. What is it? Do you know the email address? I can put it on the screen when we produce this.
Okay. My email is cacancel@utica.edu.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I was going to say that till the end, but it was such a perfect spot to put it in.
Yeah,
I couldn't help it. See, what I tell you about the show getting off the rails, sometimes
no,
this
you're
is
fine.
exactly what happens.
We've been good.
So far, for us anyways.
Yeah, for us.
So how does the team look this year?
I think it looks good. We have some really good wrestlers. This season, I have a mix of competition between like first year programs and season programs like East Stroudsburg, but we're going a lot of quad and tri meets, some open tournaments. Right now, because we only have 3, we're not qualified to wrestle at regionals, but I'm hoping after the involvement fair that number will increase so we can have at least 6 girls on the roster.
So for those who don't know the sport, what's the difference between a quad tournament, a tri tournament, and an open tournament?
So a quad meet is your 4 teams, so you just duel against 3 other teams, and then try is 2 other teams, and then just an open tournament is just like an individual bracketed tournament as well. Yeah.
And so as a collegiate team, you'll be traveling all over the place too.
Yeah. So yeah, we have us going to Ohio, lots of Pennsylvania trips, Jersey, and I'm hoping to have one at home. January 31st. It's not set in stone yet, but that's some.
Now, where will you guys be wrestling? Which building up there?
The Clark Athletic Center.
Okay.
That would be. I haven't really solidified a lot of like logistics stuff, but I do have a couple of teams interested. So.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Great.
Hopefully, we get this program big enough so you're at like the Nexus Center or at the. That would be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
That would be totally
great.
awesome.
Yeah.
You know. Because I'm kind of curious, is there any differences, say, in the rules between what the men's wrestlers do and the women's wrestlers do?
Yeah, there's 2 different sports, basically. I mean, the base is the same, still same same takedowns, whatever you like to do, same.
See, I told you.
Stuff like that.
Told you.
What?
Take down Dave Warner.
What?
Thank you.
But
I'm getting too old for this.
but in women's freestyle, because that's what they wrestle, there's no like top bottom positioning like with men's wrestling or just in general high school wrestling. It's more like quick exposures, like back exposures. So like if you take someone down from feet to back and they land on their back, that's 4 points.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like folk style is more about control and, really grinding their face into the mat. But like freestyle, it's more...
She said that with way too much of a smile.
But freestyle is a little like just, it's quicker. Like, so tech falls is a 10-point difference, and that could happen in like 10 seconds.
So,
because every time you expose your opponent's back, it's 2 points.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. So women's wrestling can actually be a lot more higher scoring.
Yes.
Obviously, because, we covered a few of the matches up here in Little Falls, and generally they were pretty low scoring. I mean, you had some high scoring matches, of course, but individual matches were sometimes pretty low scoring. But it sounds like this is very exciting and very, very high scoring and high energy.
High,
it sounds
high
like.
pace. Yeah, it's a lot higher pace freestyle versus folk style. But honestly, it really kind of depends on the wrestler as well. Style of wrestling.
Is it 3 periods as well?
No, it's 2 3-minute periods.
Okay. So you're jamming a lot of action.
And then there's no overtime or anything like that. It can go down to criteria.
Okay.
For just scoring reasons. I don't really know why there's no overtime, but I mean it's an international style.
Okay. So that's really, really interesting.
Like folk style is only United States.
Right. Right.
So.
Now, is there any like YouTube videos for folks who would be more interested in learning about the women's wrestling that they could go to, or that you know of, or just kind of just type in women's wrestling? Or
no channels that I know of like right off the bat, but like people to watch though would be Amit Elor, Sarah Hildebrandt. Those are really big names that.
They've probably got something on YouTube.
Got to. Yeah, I would imagine.
Do.
Yeah. I would imagine for sure. Because I mean that does, it just sounds very interesting because like I said, that energy level and that, listen, as Americans especially, we love high scoring games, right? Yeah. So I mean this is like right down our alley.
Yeah.
So where do you see your program, say, in like 5 years, 10 years? What do you want to accomplish?
Well, I'm hoping to have a successful program, national qualifiers, national placers, champions. That would be pretty incredible. I want to see, as a whole, I would like to see this, like, women's wrestling to be, like, have a bunch of D1 programs, like, just really grow in that aspect. Because right now, the division doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Just because it's still like a small sport, but yeah.
But still, I mean that's obviously the key right there. Like we talked earlier, growth. I mean that's going to be huge for the sport, And just for sports in general, because I think that, we all get wrapped up in like the big sports, like football, hockey, baseball, basketball.
Yeah, for sure.
But the more sports that are growing, and you can see that now.
Yeah,
a lot of sports are coming up.
I mean, I'm also hoping it grows to like the point where like younger girls see it and be like, "Whoa, this is really cool," and it doesn't become like a wow, you're brave to do that.
Right,
I'm
right.
hoping it becomes more of a mainstream kind of sport, being like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Sure. Sure.
That it's not unusual for a girl to wrestle.
And
I think I do see that shift coming. I mean, of course, you always have like certain areas, but like I feel like when we say, "Oh, do you want to wrestle?" It's not like a
right.
Are you crazy? It's more of like, "Oh, maybe." It's not like a
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say, "You talking to me?" She said, "You want to wrestle?"
Don't listen to him. But that's been to me anyways, one of the best developments in sports in general over the past 10 to 15 years is the rise of women's sports.
Yeah.
Because it's just gotten so much, just right there on the equal level in a lot of cases with the men's sports, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And it's only going to go up.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait to watch like it grow and really, be put out there. And like when you say wrestling, people aren't thinking of WWE.
Yeah, right.
I think I saw like there's like some sort of new like wrestling league
like
that
freestyle or something they call it. Yeah.
And I think it's called like Real American Freestyle.
Yeah.
I saw Holly Holm and Kennedy Blades wrestled in it. But it's great. I saw that and I was like, oh wait, that's actually pretty amazing because now it's really putting out there just like UFC or something like that, and where I'm hoping that it gets more recognized as being like, oh, so that's wrestling, not
right. Which has always amazed me now that UFC and WWE are together.
Yes,
it's kind of like blurring the line of reality.
A little bit.
But and of course you can find schedules and more information about your program at utica.edu/sports, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Because
I'm still working on the schedule. Schedule is not on the website yet, but I'm just waiting for more like girls really to sign up before I put paperwork on my end in. But
makes a lot of sense.
It's not up there yet, but we are.
Makes a lot of sense.
That's where you would find more information.
Do you guys have socials out there?
Working on it.
Okay.
She's working on a lot of things.
Working on that. The previous coach, I think, still has the social logins, but one of my girls did ask me, "Oh, do you want me to start an Instagram page?" And I'm like, "I love the enthusiasm."
Yes.
Give me a second, because I wasn't really sure like the logistics on the Utica side. Otherwise, I would have said, go for it. But because I'm kind of managing the social media, the team gear, the schedule, the practice schedule, their lifting schedule, just kind of all of that. Same with even transportation schedule.
Now, is there any like interaction with the men's team as far as like I don't want to think like joint practice, but like joint promotion or something like that?
Yeah, so I just recently got in contact with the new head coach on the men's side, and we're really interested in trying to promote both of the programs at the same time, like just recruiting wise as well. If he goes somewhere, like he's trying to recruit the guys and girls, and I'm trying to recruit also the guys and girls, and because we really want to work together and make it a really great program.
Oh, absolutely. And, we have CNY Hockey Report, too, so we're very involved with the Pioneers for the men's and the women. We've had Coach Heenan on the show a couple times, and I'll tell you, that's an interesting character. I love having Coach Heenan on because he tell you what, he definitely loves it, too. That's awesome.
He would wrestle me.
And it would get ugly in a hurry, let me tell you. That's Well, Carmela, before we close, is there anything else you wanted to add before we're...
I don't think so. Just reiterating what I said, like if any like girls are listening that, are thinking about the sport or don't really know anything about the sport, like, give it a try. Like it doesn't hurt to try. You could find friendships, you could find confidence, you could find a brand new sport that you thought you would never really like, because this became the sport like I actually ended up caring about. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. If she got me in a headlock, I think it would hurt. She just said it wouldn't hurt. I'm sorry.
See this?
So, I mean, you never know. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta just try and put yourself out there.
Right. Well, that's wonderful, and it's wonderful what you're doing for the sport, and we wish you nothing but success because, like I said, this is a great thing. The sport's lucky to have you involved.
Yeah, thank you.
Really, and let us know what's going on with the team, what's going on with the schedule. We'll be happy to help promote you.
All right, yeah, that would be great. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
All right. Well, thank you, Carmela,
Right,
for coming
thank
on. We
you.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
All right. That was Carmela Cancelmo. Sorry.
Yeah, you knew you were going to screw it up.
I
didn't
knew
you?
it, right? But anyways, that's all the time we have here for Small Town Life. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.